All right, I think we're good. Yeah, we are. How you guys doing? Renala never seen that coming from her lost brother. What the hell are we on about, man? Also, howdy, Xavier. Good to see you. Hope you guys are doing okay. Huh. And now it's returning. It really is an Altus thing, huh? The particle effects. You know? Well, now you can't really see him because of the rain, but Gelmir over here. Oh no. They just disappear. Huh. I really do wonder what the rising particles is all about. It's not like they're all going like toward the Erd Tree or something, right? Like it's just an effect. Hmm. 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 Also, I totally should have gotten some water, so I might need to take a break in the middle of this chat. Full disclosure. Hmm. Alright. Back to where we were. This should be good. Hmm. I was wondering if there's any like markers or something that could be very useful, you know? But no, I'm not really seeing it. Do we see any lifts or anything in Gelmir besides what we have here? I can't recall. Huh. Something I should have checked earlier. I forgot if this guy's got anything underneath. Nope, it's just the egg. I couldn't remember if it was like, does he have like a little crown underneath here, or is the shell his crown? And yeah, the shell's the crown. Now, I'm not familiar with snake biology. Are their eggs usually this flexible looking? Like, are they usually this soft? There are cage lifts. Yeah, no, nothing like that. I mean, like, actual, like, you know, lifts with levers and stuff like that. That's what I'm kind of asking, to see how consistent the levers we see are. You know? Wow, they're really good at making sure that stuff disappears when it's out of your sight, huh? Yep. Yes, they soft. Yeah, they're softer. Okay, I just want to make sure. Because that doesn't look like a hard, like, chicken shell type thing, right? So I wasn't sure how seriously we should take that, right? Because we have the amnion sac, right? The amniotic, I forget how the word is pronounced. The amniotic sac, with the snake man still inside of it. I don't know if I have the item on them or not, probably not. Oh, maybe it was key item? God, there's something. Yeah, here it is, right? So we have this, right? And that comes directly from the womb. I don't know how that works with biology, but I assume that what happens is that you have the fetus be put inside the amniotic sac, and then the snake then lays an egg that protects the sac, right? When it leaves the body, right? I assume that's how that works. And that the idea here is that the sac, I guess, was taken directly from the snake or something. That's the best I can suss out. It's all just for the sake to just say that the Great Snake is probably female. Which, hey, considering the amount of gods we find in this game that are female, Rock God, Formless Mother, all that jazz, right? Like, probably would be a safe bet at this point to say that if it's a god of some sort, it's probably going to be a woman. There's someone like mozzarella to touch. I'm sorry, man. Sorry, man. I cannot decode you today. It's just detailed. Let's get a shot of this just for the sake of it. Can't remember if the egg guy respawns or not, so we're gonna try to avoid him. You know, I connect this to the farm colonies, but I do have to wonder now if it could be connected to, like, Raven Mount as a history, you know? Could be both, you know? They're like mozzarella. Okay, it is mozzarella cheese. Okay, good. Good, good, good. I don't think we ever get to enter this part of the manor. Which, yeah. What a shocker, you know? Can't say I'm surprised. Okay. I wonder how much we should look into all the nobles dropping basic Roa fruit. My reflex would be to say not at all. Just because it seems to be something they didn't consider as something to update depending on your area, right? Like, it's not like you're gonna get frozen Roa or golden Roa or something, right? Actually, here's a question. Can you get Golden Roa and regular Roa from the Kaiden guys up here? That's something I'm gonna want to check out. Of course, there's a freaking item. Well, chat, thank God that's a really dark space, because I'm going to be blacking that out as soon as we get the opportunity. Wait, what? Oh no, that's just the snake head. Okay. Okay, okay. Well, there's Rykard's face. Oh, nice little remnants of shed skin. This feels like a part where, like, one of his legs or something would come out. I don't know. I just get that feel looking at it. Don't know what some of this is supposed to be. Maybe this is where one of the legs comes out instead? Maybe. Tumor Rykard. Yeah, he's a tumor. Hmm. Yeah, there are remnants of the shed skin all around. It's not just the very tip of the tail. It just mirrors his face in the wrong spot. Because isn't his face, like, right, like, below the snake's head during the second phase? I feel like they cheated. This feels like cheating to me. You also have the other arm clipping, of course. These green and blue scales. Kinda aqua. I'm trying to think so much of, like, what is this snake connected to? Is it an outer god, or an avatar of an outer god? Is it, say, one of the existing gods, or some derivative of it, right? Like, what makes this thing become... What makes this thing so that way its body produces heat which melts the rock it slithers upon at its size? Because we don't see it in the Rykard vision thing. No, it's a bit further back. Is it? Okay. Because I thought that there was... I thought it was something like the head is here, and then you have, like, the face, like, around here. But if it's lower down, then okay. And I just don't see it. Alright. Let's go inside for the first time. Oh, it's moving. Nope, damn. I was wondering if there's a way I could get rid of the effect here, but no, okay, that's fine. We don't want it anyway. Wait a second. I don't remember the first phase of this... I don't remember the first phase of this boss fight being so fire. This doesn't sound like Elden Ring. This sounds like Dark Souls. What is this? Yeah, it looks as silly as Radahn on his horse, for sure. Is it a normal snack that becomes magical somehow? So my assumption would be that, like, somehow the snake because of all the life energy it gets by eating and growing and getting stronger and being immortal and all that, that's somehow producing the heat with which to generate the lava, right? And the idea is that its heat is so strong that, like, it heats up this chamber, and, like, obviously what it slithers on, it's going to immediately turn into lava around it. But that, you know, the heat rises to the top, and that melts the rock up above, and that causes it to also, like, as we see here, right? It causes it to also become molten, right? Ah, never mind. Now it's becoming... Now I hear it. Now I hear the Elden Ring. Lasai. Or rather, I should say the Bloodborne. The Bloodborneification strikes again. Like the burning corpses? Yeah, possibly same idea. Yeah, like what we were saying earlier, that maybe they are generating body heat because of, like, the power of their souls or the strength of their wills or whatever. Like, the same idea here is that by gathering up so many spirits and souls and bodies or whatever, it turns into... It converts all that energy into heat. That would make the most sense to me. It would also potentially help explain to us why we get ashes and things like that, right? Like, it's the best explanation we got for why we have something as bizarre as that. Go. Something like that, right? Oh, from eating heroes? Yeah, that could contribute to it too, right? The fact that so many heroes have been eaten and stuff like that, that could totally contribute. But I think in general, the idea would be when you eat enough people or enough bodies or whatever, you have enough spirit energy that you're producing that kind of heat, right? We see something similar with, like, fire in the blood, with, like, the Formless Mother and stuff like that. So, like, this idea of life energy, your lifeblood or whatever, translating into heat, which generates fire, right? Uh-huh. Heroes would have more heat? Yes, that would be the presumption, right? That if we have it where if the idea is supposed to be that all the corpses we see with like embered state are a result of these souls with, like, strong wills or whatever, and they have, like, the wills of heroes, or at the very least some equivalent to it, that would explain a lot into why we see, obviously, as Rykard has heroes and stuff be fed to it, and why he prefers heroes being fed to it. Because, again, that generates more power, more, soul energy, more life, more heat, more growth, right? Because that energy then gets converted not only into excess, turning into the lava, melting the rock into lava, as we see, right? And helping become the basis for the lava incantations. But would also, of course, contribute, translated into that life energy for growth, right? You see it also in this whole idea that Rykard has with, like, his sword, right? His sword has the same... His sword has all these bodies of heroes, like, embedded into it. And because they're now his family, right? Like, they're bloodkin, right? They share the same blood, right? They now generate the same, like, heat, fire power stuff, right? And they do the same life, absorption, gluttony thing, right? Again, though, I don't know why the snake does this. Like, where is it getting this ability or power? Or is it just natural? Was this just a normal snake that ate so much? But that is explained to me why the snake wants to devour the world. Is it just a glutton, then? Or is it connected to some god related to gluttony or something like that? It's not frenzy, right? It doesn't want to just destroy the world, I think. To remove suffering or whatever, because creation is a mistake or something like that, right? That's my big problem. Gonna be here a while. Oh! Okay, no. Let's see. Also, I know how the second phase fire move works. When Rykard drags his sword against the ground, spirits go towards the ceiling and form clouds until it gets thick enough, and Rykard roars to activate it. Again, he drags his sword against the... Oh, so do spirits come from the sword, then? Is that what you're saying? That the heroes of the sword, like, they get roused by Rykard dragging them across the floor, and that's sort of what gets their grudges, you know, their resentment going, and they start, like, becoming the wrathful spirits we see, the vengeful spirits. The Onryo! Right? Alright, let's see phase 2 for a second. Oh, we're gonna do this preemptively. Oh, whoops, I accidentally tabbed me out. There we go. Looks like they're coming from the ground, but could be what they're going for. Yeah, I can see that too, because there's so many bodies around here. It could also just be he's rousing those that are already here. I'm gonna have to look closely at the attack then. When does he do it? Is it phase 2? I'm sorry, like, second half of phase 2, I should say. Is it when you get past the 50% mark with his body or something? Oh. Oh, wait. How could I forget? We should put this in normal. There we go. Wait. I can cheat!
Very well.
I can cheat! Now I know.
Together we will devour the very core.
There. You just said it doesn't work. Last I recall us trying it, it didn't work. But I guess it does. Okay. Maybe I just did it wrong that one time. I remember when trying it with Margit, and it wasn't working. Just never hit the button, shake my head, I guess. But okay, if I remove subtitles, we can actually get some free cam action. I can't affect depth of field, it looks like, though. That's kind of stuck in place. So if it starts doing, like, weird depth of field shenanigans, we're just gonna have a blurry screen no matter what angle I get, so... something to keep in mind. You have to wait, you do it if you wait. Yeah, but how long would I have to wait, quote unquote? And does the wait require an HP level? Doesn't matter what health? Okay, gotcha. There we go. Take a picture of his eyes because they change when he's a corpse. Gotcha. Now I wonder if we could slow down cutscenes while we do the change. This is gonna make things so much easier. Like, you don't know how much I'm looking forward to this now, chat. We're able to go back and, like, do fun things with cutscenes. Try to get shots of characters without the player in the shot and things like that. Probably not today, but in the future. So basically, all I gotta do is strafe this guy until he does the attack, right? I can do that. I can strafe him. 6 fingers? Ah, you're right. His hands do have 6 fingers. 7, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. 5 toes, but 7 fingers. Alright. In that case, chat, let's get some distance. Alright. Camera's gonna zoom out while we lock on. Alright, let's see. Oh! Woo! Ah! I wasn't expecting such a long swing. Oh! Oh. Something like this. You're missing it. Let's see. Really? Was that just it when he was just doing those swings around? I wasn't seeing the spirits rise. I was seeing some attack me, but... Ah! Alright. There we go. Yes, there was red mist. Yeah, I did not see that. Hey, Victor! Rykar's always been the freakiest little dude. I suppose so. This is the "are you seriously bullshitting me right now" face. Are you seriously gonna bullshit me right now? Oh, is that the mist there? I see. Okay, I see what you're saying now. I see now. Yeah, it might be still like partially the sword, but yeah, I think it's just the bodies everywhere. I think that would make more sense. Maybe it is partially the heroes, though. But I think if it's like, we're seeing the mist like appear anywhere and everywhere around him as he does it, yeah, and it just rises like that, yeah. Right. Anything else we want to grab? No, not really. It's a really cool detail. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. You have eyes of his father. Whatever you say, I'm in. Woo! Yeah, and you have the fire spouts coming around on the ground. Right? Yeah, combining all that together, it does feel a bit more intentional. Alright. I think we have our shots we want. Spirits explode into lava? Yeah, for sure. So you can come back here. Yeah, I want to test this, so let's have a look-see. Hello? There we go. Oh my. Well, that was easy. That wasn't part of the plan. That's the other one, okay. Unfortunately, I don't know where that one is. Ran into a freaking Dragonkin soldier right there. Ooh. Wait, did I just run into... Huh! I didn't realize you could get to them this close. God, finding these coffins. I think really the only health-based thing in Phase 2 is that serpent moves will be mixed in, like bites. As in, like, the serpent head will bite. I thought the serpent head, like, stayed, like, you know, just hanging, but it actually goes back to doing bites and crap. That's cool. Alright, so over here. That mind. We can get back to HUD too, because we don't need there. There we go. Alright, so... Oh, right. I will keep doing this. I can't believe I got so lucky getting a dismounter on my first try. Now I have to see if I can try to force it to give me, Roa. There we go. There we are. Now we're back here. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Boo, ba, boo, ba, boo, ba, boo. We can also put music back on now. Oh. Alright. Eventually you win the 2%. Eventually you win the 2%. Probably easier to ask Nobre or someone to look in the files and see if it's consistent. If we're being honest. So if it doesn't appear in the next few attempts, probably gonna just end things here for the day. Yeah, good to know with the snake. Let's see. Alright. Now that that's all covered. Ba-ba. Sweet raisin. That is for golden roll, right? Yeah, that's golden. Okay, good to know. So it does happen. That's exactly the question I wanted to answer. Good to know. Alright. Alright. Nope, we're good. Okay. Trying to turn into any other limb? I don't think so. I think the goal is just keep eating, growing bigger, and then until you can finally devour the world. That seems to be the end game there. Anyway. Alright, yeah, that covers pretty much everything I'd want to grab. We have all the stuff for Volcano Manor. We have the stuff for the Snakemen. I have the menu graphics, so I don't need to worry about those. We have the stuff for the stack, and then right guard in phase 2 if need be. Do something real quick here with the Alright, let's switch over. I feel like 5 minutes behind. That's fine. That's fine, Night Scout. Not a big deal if you're a few minutes behind. Alright, let's see. Sword chest. Let's see. Where is it? I imagine I do have it on this character. Should be under hammers, right? Did I really not pick it up? I guess I didn't. Oh, it is at that very annoying spot in the hero's grave. So let's grab that real quick on this character, just so I can get some shots of it. Where the goddamn is that finger? Yeah, okay, just want to make sure. I was like, there's no illusory wall here. Wow, best use of ×5 speed I've ever done. Wasn't that easy, chat? Really? This is gonna be annoying. Oh, I'm dead. Oh. I ran out of healing! Damn it. Wait, was that even the spot? I can't remember now. Where's that goddamn chest? Was it here? Yeah, it's here. Damn. Damn. Wrong area for the chest. Alright. Screwed that one up. The hell? I found the magic lava spot. Okay, sure, whatever you say, Gabe. I don't even know where I'm hearing that other guy going. Somewhere close by. Alright, there we go. No. There we go. Oh, subtitles, okay. Can have that off too. Honestly, don't mind that being turned off. Thank you. Go. There we go. Designs on the Nook seem different from the normal ones. It doesn't come to mind immediately that there's a... You've gotta be kidding me! Oh, you've gotta be kidding me! Oh my god, that is so stupid! God, that was worth checking just for that moment alone, you know? Oh, there's the drop. And it takes you straight to the boss room. How nice. So it's immediately below. Well, that's something. You know? That is certainly something. Yeah, I don't see no spiraling snake here. We do got a very low res Gelmir banner though here. I can't remember how common these chairs are in catacombs. Has to be on this one below too, right? They have to, they can't just be. Yes, it is. I guess somebody accidentally misplaced their America holy woman, you know, Mary Mother of God statue or something, right? Mary Mother of Demigods. I never realized these were stacked on top of each other like this. That is so funny now. You just have all this lava kind of coming from nowhere. It's even funnier because you're like, you can't even say like maybe there were pits or something here because there's something like immediately below it. Lol. There's Loki. There's Loki's runes. His little tree runes. Yeah, I've killed the boss here. There's a red wolf, as I recall. Oh, these are just skellies. Well. Alright. Alright. Alright, chat. Let's loot it. fire. Just strength and dex, doesn't even need faith. Yep, I'm in lava. You know, I need to check something real quick, chat. You know what? I just realized something. Okay, sure, that's fine. I just wanted to confirm, like, okay, yeah, there's a path that crosses right through seething. So, So, like, Alright, so it just barely passes under it, chat. It just barely passes under it. Well, if you wanted any extra confirmation why the seething river is seething, it's definitely because of the lava. Also adds to the point of us finding, what's their face? The basilisk coming out of the ground here, right outside the tomb, right? Because this is where this thing is, and this is where, yeah, this is where the boss room is. So if I just raise myself from here, where would I come up above ground? Basically, I'm right inside, like, Gelmir, like, right here inside where the Seething River is, like, we're somewhere above, or below, I should say, Rykard's boss room. Right? The idea is that the death root permeates the whole area, right? So, yeah, it's reasonable. Okay, that's cool. Again, this stuff is nice because it puts things into perspective. Because obviously the devs are looking at that when they're trying to decide, like, okay, well, how much are we cheating here, right? So that gives us a good perspective on this. Say Heroes Grave is beneath Volcano Manor. I was just trying to check to see where the general length of it and all that is. So yeah, we also have basilisks and stuff that don't just like, where is it? Around here, right? So this specific section here by the Hero's Grave, we have a few that just kind of come into view like they're kind of clipping, but it's obviously just a trick of the camera. But then you have two of them that just come straight out of the ground, right? It's like, okay, yeah, that's actually reasonable with what we have on the Hero's Grave and stuff. And the skeletons and everything, so. If the full length of the Hero's Grave goes under the Seething River, and basically right under where the source of the lava is, then it makes sense why there's so much lava leaking into the Hero's Grave. Also, to extent explains why the Hero's Grave is located where it's at, right? With burying all the people from the Big Bat War on Gelmir back in Godfrey's day. Anyway. God, this is the hardest part about dealing with. This is the hardest part about not being New Game Plus. There we go. No, I would say the monster probably did go dormant, because it seems like the snake is truly just the source of the lava. So no snake, no lava. We can see the lava flooding. We can see all this stuff. So I don't think there's like, oh, we had leftover lava and it never dried or anything like that. I think it's just dungeon design for the most part. We have lots of areas where they have like little flooding things or little side areas or stuff like that, right? And they just put lava there, right? And it was kind of left at that. Alright. That's the main thing I wanted to do, is get some reference images of this stuff. Yeah, nothing more we can say, they just throw it. Does it actually mention that here? Oh. Yeah, it causes the finger to swell.
Almighty flick.
Yep. Alright. Alright, I'm done, chat. I'm done. That's all I wanted to do for today, so I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my evening. Hope you guys do too. See ya later.